Hello, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're doing well. Happy New Year, my friend. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of January 4th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, it's okay. It just means that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Capricorn collective now for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Number one, if you're celebrating your birthday this week, happy birthday. Number two, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to help all of us move forward in our respective journeys. And please excuse my voice. I've been talking all day, so I apologize. Okay, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements, what is the tarot card of the week here for Capricorn? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, my darling, the Three of Wands. What new phase of your life are you ready to pursue? At the bottom of the deck, you have Page of Pentacles. What skill are you being called to develop? Different cards, a little similar message to Sagittarius. So if you have high Sagittarius placements, or you are a cusper, meaning you're born within a few days of Sagittarius season ending and Capricorn season beginning, you may want to take a look at that reading as well. Okay, why is the Three of Wands here? And I will say that typically this reading is like 9 to 10 minutes long. This week, they're all averaging between 18 and 30 minutes. So maybe you want to get a cup of coffee or a glass of wine. I don't know where you are in the world, but this might take a little bit. Okay, Three of Wands. Tell me why the Three of Wands is a tarot card of the week here for the Capricorn collective. What new phase of your life are you ready to pursue? New phase of your life. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, this would be the time. You have the Seven of Swords, time to strategize, Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Wow, Three of Wands to the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Fool card. There's your new chapter. Two of Wands and the Death card. Nine of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands here. Wheel of Fortune. Why is this the opportune time? Why is this the opportune time? What new phase of your life are you ready to pursue? Well, someone watching here is thinking about relocating. Like later this year, but you're already thinking about it now. Oh, isn't that interesting? Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? The Ten of Wands. The Five of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. Okay, so something disappointing here happened. This could be like you lost your job. This could be like you fell out of a connection with someone, whether they're a friend, family member, or a lover. This could be that you're recovering from an illness. There's something that was difficult here in your past that it's no longer like part of this next chapter. So it's like you have recovered or you have healed, or maybe you mended the connection, or maybe you've just moved on from this person. I just feel like now you're in the right frame of mind to start something new. Okay. That's a yes. My phone just gave a notification. What is that Seven of Swords here? What is that Seven of Swords? Tell me about the Seven of Swords here. What new phase of your life are you ready to pursue? Notice the Seven of Swords. This person's like running in the snow. Holding Five Swords. Tell me about the Seven of Swords here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Seven of Swords, clarified by Knight of Pentacles. This is strategy. Five of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. Yes, this is a financial strategy here for the Capricorn collective. Now that something is no longer preoccupying your time or taking up energetic space in your life, or maybe even being a financial drain. And like I said, for some of you, maybe you're recovering here from an illness. Sometimes the Ace of Swords is indicative of someone who's ill or just had a medical procedure. So either way, I just feel like something difficult is behind you now, and you now have the the time or the energetic space or even the clarity to move forward on something that you've always wanted to do or learn, or like I said, maybe even travel here, possibly relocation for one of you watching. I don't think you have to do all of this week, but Six of Pentacles, you need to start giving to this new chapter of your life. You need to start researching it. You need to start looking into it, you know, figuring out the logistics of it in that Knight of Pentacles energy. Create the long-term plan now to pursue this dream or pursue this goal or downsize or relocate. Okay, tell me more about the Six of Pentacles. I noticed in the Three of Wands, I love the deck that I used for you, there's a rainbow back there. It's like moving this direction would, if we think about the rainbow in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the only card that depicts a rainbow is the Ten of Cups. So it's like this way forward would add some type of emotional fulfillment, emotional satisfaction to you. Okay. Tell me about that Six of Pentacles. I don't normally take the cards that fall face down, but I am being told to take that one. Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. I think something difficult in your life is no longer in your life. I don't know. It's either no longer an energetic drain. And if you're a cross watcher watching this, I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you an energetic drain. I'm the first person to admit my readings are not friendly to cross watchers, because I guess my mission here, in terms of like my spiritual mission, is to help everyone move forward in their lives. And this reading is definitely telling you, Capricorn, with two Three of Wands cards, it's time to move forward into a new chapter. It's time to learn something new, something you put on the back burner. Hey, I don't know, maybe for some of you, you like tennis, and for whatever reason you haven't been able to do it. It's like time to get back to tennis. Like it could be something like that. It could be something from the past that you've done, but you put on hold because you were busy dealing with this individual or this situation here that doesn't appear like it worked out all that well for you. And I see the Five of Pentacles to the Five of Cups to the Ten of Wands, but now it's time to strategize. Whatever had a hold on you energetically, emotionally, financially, maybe even physically, no longer does. No longer does. So now you can move forward. And I like the Two of Swords because astrologically, that's the moon in Libra. And in one of the Moonology decks I have, the moon in Libra card says a win-win outcome is forecast. So I feel like moving forward in this direction, either to revisit something you put on the shelf, or something you've always wanted to learn or do or travel, or like I said, relocate even to, or just vacation. Like you want to plan a vacation. I think a win-win outcome is forecast. Like, yes, you should do it. You should learn it. You should explore the, possibility of downsizing your home or upgrading your living situation or going on vacation. Like, I think this would be beneficial to you to do this. So something you've always wanted to do. This is the week to just start gathering information on it. The Page of Pentacles is a card of inquiry. So, yeah, what skill are you being called to develop? Okay, Three of Wands. Tell me about the Three of Wands. Tell me about the Three of Wands. This is now moving forward. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Four of Cups, Judgment, and the Chariot. Don't miss this opportunity because of that heartbreak that you're dealing with or coming out of or still healing from. And I think it was the Virgo reading. Was it Virgo? I think so. I said, or maybe Cancer. I had said healing isn't linear. You can heal and still move forward. You can heal from a broken heart because maybe you just had a relationship end, and you can still look into cruises for, 7 months from now or 8 months from now. You don't have to book anything this week. You can just get idea. Maybe you've always wanted to go on a cruise, just start getting an idea. Prices, costs, different ocean liners, different destination points, kind of bring that imagination kind of to life. You've always wanted to go on vacation. This reminds me of Europe with the homes in the backgrounds. Maybe you always wanted to visit Spain or Italy or something like that, or France. It's like, again, you don't have to book it this week, but you could start inquiring on it. Maybe the French Quarters in Louisiana, There's just something like that here that I feel you can do both. You can heal through you can continue to heal and then learn a new skill, learn tarot or learn a musical instrument, or like I said, plan something for your future. But this week, it's just really about inquiry. Utilize this time. I feel like you had an energetic, possibly a financial drain here on you. It looks like you're coming out of it. Everyone heals in their own time. So I'm not trying to make light or minimize what it is here that you've gone through or currently are going through. But I also don't think, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I don't think that lamenting over the Three of Swords experience will benefit you in the future. But this will. This will. This will add joy or happiness or maybe even some new financial stability to you. And that's why I say I think you can do both. I think you can say 1 hour today, I'm going to cry my eyes out because of what just happened here in this situation, environment, or connection. And then I'm going to pour myself a nice beverage of my choosing and sit in front of my computer or sit on the couch with my feet up in my laptop or on my phone, and I'm going to research blank. Again, relocation, vacation, something like that, or some new skill that you wanted to learn. Could even just be like you want to learn astrology. There's something like that here. Like I feel you can do both. And I think you're more than capable, being considering that you're ruled by Saturn, I think you're more than capable of doing both. The Fool card, whatever this is here that you're revisiting or learning or exploring, when you finally do get to move forward and do it, I think it transforms your life in a very beneficial way, either adding emotional contentment or financial satisfaction. And for some of you, it's both. Tell me about that Fool card, that new beginning here. Put your life on a new path. Tell me about the Fool card energy. Queen of Pentacles, there you are. Temperance and the King of Pentacles. Oh my God. I mean, for some of you, this is your future love partner. You know, Queen to the King of Pentacles. So it could be something like that. You're thinking, okay, I had this heartbreaking relationship end, but you know, I've always wanted to go on a cruise. I don't know why I keep hearing cruise. Don't take it if it's not yours. Just be mindful. This is an example. And then you start exploring, and maybe it's like, okay, it's X amount of dollars. You're like, gee, okay, maybe I'll need a year to save that money. Okay, next year you're on the cruise ship. You meet your love partner. This is the alchemy of two people coming together. So whether this is your business partner in the future, your love partner, if that's what you're desiring, that's what's on path for you. And if you're already in a relationship and everything is hunky-dory, then I would just see this as an upgrade in your finances, going from queen status to king status. So if this is something you wanted to learn to open up your own business or financial investment, maybe some of you are interested in buying a financial investment property. Sometimes I see that Six of Pentacles as being a landlord. Again, you don't have to buy the property this week, but maybe something you want to explore. Again, you never know what you'll need that property for in the future. For example, when my ex-husband and I moved to this little town, there were a lot of the homes here were completely like, it's a historic town. And many of these properties were built in the 1800s, and a lot of them have been terribly, terribly neglected and just frankly abandoned over the years, over the decades. And even though it's New Jersey in the United States, and it's like second or third most expensive state in the nation, we were able to buy some of these properties for $25,000 or $30,000, and then put in the blood, sweat, tears, our own sweat equity to flip them or make them rentable. And this particular house that I'm in now was one of those properties, except we never got to fix it up. He didn't really want to buy it. Something told me to buy it, and I bought it. And 2 years later, when my marriage ended, I had a place to move into. Now, the attic is, I want to call it beautiful compared to what it was before, but I nailed every single one of these pine planks into these beams and these rafters all by myself. So it took me a considerable amount of time. The second floor is getting there. The first floor still needs an extensive amount of work. But the point is, you never know when, even if this is an investment property, you never know what happens in the future, and you need a place to live. Like, I had no idea when I bought this place that I would be living here, and starting my new chapter of my life over. So even if you're contemplating something like that, an investment property, whatever you're being called to do or learn or explore at this time, this is the opportune time to do that, because something is trying to align for you in your future, either in regards to a partnership, whether that's professional or romantic, or for others of you, a financial upgrade. So if you're being called to inquire, this is a fantastic week for you to invest your time to inquire. Anything else Capricorn needs to know about this? Because Death card, this is a transformation in your life. Tell me more about this here for Capricorn. Tell me more about this life-changing. I can't even call it an event. I just think it puts you on a new path. Tell me more about that. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hermit, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles, bottom of deck Hierophant. Something you learn now will pay off for you in the future. I don't want to keep repeating the message. Something you learn now, or you choose to revisit now, or you inquire about now, will pay off in the future. Again, whether this is vacationing, traveling, relocation, investment property, learning a new skill, returning to a sport that maybe you did, but you had an injury and then you had to put it on the back burner. It's like, this is the time to start doing it again. There's something here about, there's a Capricorn here that's going to travel and meet their next love partner. And this is a divine pair here. I want, just for those of you interested in that new beginning, because this is not a past person. Okay, I'm going to pull cards for you. Past person, current person, and new person. This is why these readings are going so long, but I don't know why I felt like doing that for you. Okay. Let's clarify. This is a past person that Capricorn is reconciling with. This would be like your ex, your ex-wife, your ex-husband, your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-partner. Tell me more about the ex, if this is a connection with the ex. Now, if you don't want an ex, hang on. We'll get to the new person. But if this is in regards to the ex, we have the Five of Swords, so someone that you've had conflict with. Five of Swords, Eight of Wands, and the Two of Swords. Bottom of the deck, wow. We have the Star card here. So it is a possibility for those of you desiring reconciliation that through communication, the two of you can come back together again. Star to the Four of Pentacles, to the Seven of Wands, to the Seven of Swords. I don't know what you did or what they did, but there is a possibility here of healing this connection. Again, if you choose to do that. Tell me about healing the connection real quick. 3 cards on healing the connection. 3 cards on healing the connection. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Healing the connection. Justice, the Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Bottom of that King of Wands, which is like a third party here. But I'm not talking about a romantic love partner. This could be an intermediary of some kind. I normally don't see King of Wands as a therapist or a counselor. But I imagine it could be or a friend or family member that helps the two of you resolve your issues. If this is your ex and you're moving towards a divorce, this very well could be a court mediator as well. Again, I don't typically see King of Wands as an attorney, but it could be for some of you. So if you wanted reconciliation, it's on the table. If you're moving towards divorce, I think it ends up being peacefully resolved because of someone here who helps the two of you negotiate things fairly. Okay, so take that how it applies to you. For my Capricorns who do not want that past person back, they do not want the past person back. This is meeting a new person on their path, long-term committed partnership. If you're thinking about traveling somewhere where they have those, I don't want to say castles, but this looks very old world to me. This looks like Spain, France, Portugal, Italy, parts of the United Kingdom. It could be South America. It's just where they have like those stone homes or those homes with terracotta roofs, you know. It could even be Florida has terracotta roofs, but I don't know. I just feel like it's in a land far from you. So if you're contemplating doing that, I think you meet your new person. It's like there's water between you, so you're right now you're like an ocean away type of thing. Yeah, if you're looking for a new person and you've been thinking about traveling, I would travel. Even if you're like, oh, I don't want to go alone, I would go. Obviously, be safe. But, yeah. Okay, for my Capricorns where this is a new person, what do they need to know about the new person? One more shuffle here. Thank you. New person. 10 of Cups. Nine of Cups, Three of Swords, Empress, Ten of Swords. I'm telling you, you can do this. You can heal through this and still make plans. What is this making the plans thing? You meet this person while you're still healing from an ending here in your life. So you're meeting this person this year. There's still residual pain. You're birthing a new chapter in your life, and then you meet this new person. This person could be divorced with kids. Yes, that's the truth. Ace of Swords. Did you see how that popped out? Yeah, so that's what that is. And I just saw the World card. If you're a single Capricorn, your future person is currently going through a divorce. They're going through an ending. And they might have kids. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. They're going from being paired in a family unit to becoming single. So this person, when you meet them, they are single. The very definition of single. Anything else Capricorn needs to know about this new person? And again, sitting in front of water. So if you want to go to the beach or the ocean or a cruise, or there's something with water here. I don't know, maybe this year you're like, you know what, I haven't been fishing in 5 years and I want to go fishing. Go. I mean, I don't know, maybe your next romantic partner is throwing a line into the lake there next to you. There's something here with water. Anything else Capricorn needs to know about the new person? One more shuffle. Oh, they're going through a separation. Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Chariot. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. They're going through a separation. Again, I go back to they have a kid. Most of them are going to have at least one kid. And they're going through a separation. So if you're wondering, why am I not meeting my new person? They're on path for you. There's some chess pieces here being moved around in their life to get them ready for you. So you move forward with your plan, whatever you wanted to learn, explore, relocate. This person is now on path for you. And if you wanted that person to be someone else, like, I don't know, a friend or a financier or something like that, your next boss. Tell me you already have this person in your life. You could be getting married this year. If you're a Capricorn and you're with another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and everything is good at the time of this reading, you very well could become husband and wife if you're not that yet. If you're an older couple, there could be news of a grandchild. There's something here with kids. Either you're having kids or your kids are having kids. There could be news here of a grandchild this year or a great-grandchild. I don't know how old you are or how young you are. Everyone's young, right? So if this is a financial partner or in respect to career and finance, what does Capricorn need to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Career and finance. Seven of Cups, Six of Swords, and the Eight of Pentacles. This person helps you move forward with something that you're working on, a business plan or the acquisition, like I said, of property, investment property. Queen of Swords. It could be an attorney, an accountant, an auditor. Yeah, this person helps you move forward as well. Very nice reading for you, Capricorn. So whatever it is here that you wanted to pursue, this is a week to just start gathering intel on it. And for those of you where you don't really care whether or not you have someone or not, it's inconsequential to the reading. You're just interested in your finances increasing, going from the Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Something you learn now or acquire now will help you to increase your finances. What do they need to know about that? The Magician, the Moon, and the Page of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Some skill, if you're watching this and you're like, well, I've always wanted to, I don't know, learn pottery or learn tarot. Yeah, you very well could parlay that into a full-time job or a full-time gig, if you will. You can certainly manifest this. I would call it in the energy of the new moon. We have a new moon in Aquarius. It is a solar eclipse on February 17th. So between now and then, if this is financial related for you, figure out what it is that you want or need and call it in. And then I feel like this person, or not this person, your finances are now increasing in the future. It's going to require you to learn something new, learn a new skill. But if you're willing to utilize your skills here as a magician with these 4 aces to acquire this new knowledge, yeah, you end up having quite the comfortable financial future for yourself. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. Let me just grab you 3 cards of advice real quick. So what new phase of your life are you ready to pursue? Whatever it is, start acquiring information. Oh, right behind the Page of Cups is the 10 of Cups. Start inquiring on this week. Whatever this is, this move, this relocation, upgrading your home, downsizing, investment property, building a business, learning a skill. I think you can parlay that into, like I said, some really great financial abundance. And for those of you who are single, there's someone new here on your path. It is a long-term committed partnership. Okay, 3 cards of advice here. 3 cards of advice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 cards of advice. 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, and the Page of Cups in the face of this hardship. Again, something here that you lost, some ending here that you had. We have the 2 10s here. Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, 2 Page of Pentacles. There's something here that you need to start learning. Again, I think it's going to, the pages carry with them the aces. This has the potential to get you to the 10 of Cups as well as the 10 of Pentacles. There's something here about family, establishment, creating enough funds so you can retire comfortably, having a love partner by your side to grow old with. This is, you and Sagittarius, the 2 of you had the 2 best readings for the week ahead. So if there's something you wanted to learn, this is a week to start at least inquiring on it, learning it, doing it, investing in it. Again, I would just pour, in terms of Pentacle resources, time into exploring whatever this is that you want to do, because I think it can be very beneficial to you in your future. That is what I have for you, Capricorn. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box to learn how you can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.